The Courage to Create by Rollo. Why does an original idea in science and in art pop up from the unconscious at a given moment? What is the relation between talent and the creative act? How did Homer, confronting something as gross as the Trojan War, fashion it into poetry which became a guide for the ethics of the entire Greek civilization? Suppose the apprehension of beauty is itself a way to truth. Suppose that elegance, as the word is used by physicists to describe their discoveries, is a key to ultimate reality. Suppose James Joyce is right, that the artist creates the uncreated conscience of the race. We are living at a time when one age is dying and the new age is not yet born. A choice confronts us. Shall we, as we feel our foundations shaking, withdraw into anxiety and panic, frightened by the loss of our familiar places? Shall we become paralyzed and cover our inaction with apathy? If we do those things, we will have surrendered our chance to participate in the forming of the future. We will have forfeited the distinctive characteristic of human beings, namely, to influence our evolution through our own awareness, to mold the future into a society more equitable and more humane. Or shall we seize the courage necessary to preserve our sensitivity, awareness, and responsibility in the face of radical change? We are called upon to do something new, to confront a no man's land, to push into a forest where there are no well-worn paths and from which no one has returned to guide us. What is courage? Courage is not the absence of despair. It is rather the capacity to move ahead in spite of despair. But if you do not express your own original ideas, if you do not listen to your own being, you will have betrayed yourself. Also, you will have betrayed our community in failing to make your contribution to the whole. A chief characteristic of this courage is that it requires centeredness within our own being, without which we would feel ourselves to be a vacuum. The emptiness within corresponds to an apathy without. An apathy adds up, in the long run, to cowardice. That is why we must always base our commitment in the center of our own being, or else no commitment will be ultimately authentic. Courage is not a virtue or value among other personal values like love or fidelity. It is the foundation that underlies and gives reality to all other virtues and personal values. Without courage, our love pales into mere dependency. Without courage, our fidelity becomes conformism. The word courage comes from the French word meaning heart. Thus, just as one's heart, by pumping blood to one's arms, legs, and brain, enables all the other physical organs to function, so courage makes possible all the psychological virtues. Without courage, other values wither away into mere facsimiles of virtue. In human beings, courage is necessary to make being and becoming possible. An assertion of the self, a commitment, is essential if the self is to have any reality.